It's Halo time.
It's that time again?
Yet again. It is Halo time.
It's that time of year.
There's still one mode we haven't done something with, so in the interest of like having a quick look that has the stuff from this game in it, instead of having little bits of it spread across different unfinished videos and all this other stuff, why not return to Halo 5 one final time, Brad and Dan?
Quick look, Halo 5,
colon,
Guardians.
Halo 5 is to Guardians as Destiny is to...
Halloween hats.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, this is Halo 5.
Yes.
We've shown a little bit of the campaign. Let's just... I'm going to go into mission...
How about 8?
8 is...
I think 4 is one of those walk and talking missions.
Yeah, that is...
Oh, is that what you want to show?
Yeah. No, that was a boring one. Just talked to like 3 guys and...
Well, we already, we've played the first 3 missions of this campaign on video. So, here's, if people want to see the different thing from Halo, let's just jump into it and take a look. Yes, you guys have each played a little bit of this.
Yes, I'm almost at the end.
I'm mission 7, I believe.
Okay.
Or 8, maybe.
Yeah, I've, the reviews on the site, I've finished the game and played a whole lot of it.
Quite good on the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enjoyable and it does some interesting stuff.
We might have a word.
Come into town and we'll talk.
But there's a lot of stuff around the edges where you just go like, man, like this should be a little different. This should be a little different,
What kind of
This may be the first game where I've had like actual FOV trouble. Normally not an issue for me. But it's just so tight. I have a pretty big TV at home.
Do you feel it's tighter than previous Halo games?
I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go back and check, but it just feels tight in a way that I never have that problem with console shooters.
I think the helmet visor display is kind of severe.
It is.
And I wish you could turn it off.
Yeah.
Especially on, like, it's more significant on lock. I don't know if you noticed. Master Chief's helmet doesn't take up so much of the screen.
Well,
you know what? I never noticed that when I was playing it this weekend, but now as soon as I go home and play it tonight, I'm going to be thinking of it constantly since you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after a few missions here, we've found our way to this glassed planet, which I don't know what a glass planet is supposed to look like, but and we've discovered that the governor we've been talking to is an AI man.
It does not seem to be doing well, it seems.
AIs only last 7 years, Dan.
True.
Then they go rampant.
Oh, is that what happened
Or
to
do
Cortana?
they? Yes, they do.
Not too excited about kissing the behind.
Give me the short version of what happened with Cortana for someone who does not understand anything about the lore of Halo.
In Halo 4, she is removed from Master Chief's head and put into the Didact systems and is strewn about. She's going rampant and slowly going crazy, and she's making copies of herself, and so she's, at the start of this game, you don't really know.
Is the Didact system a Promethean thing?
The Didact's a dude.
Okay.
He was the bad guy.
He's the bad guy in Halo 4.
Okay.
Why now?
I have played all of these games, and I find its lore to be very difficult to follow.
Yes. I feel like Halo 4 was particularly...
Yes. Halo 4's story was kind of a jumbled mess.
Yeah.
Do you remember the part where humanity is actually an ancient spacefaring empire?
Yeah.
But then they lost a war with the Prometheans or the Forerunners, and then the Forerunners said, fuck you, and took all their technology away.
And then the composer is used to digitize organic life, and then humanity is being turned into the Prometheans.
Yes, then you find out that the Prometheans that you're fighting also are ancient humans.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why are they all robot looking then?
The composer turned them into that. They digitized them, and they became robot dogs. Okay. So this is the thing that Halo does now. It has an open area with no combat. I can't pull my gun up at all. I can, I still have mobility. I can still do stuff. There's intel in this level somewhere.
You can still find data pads up on the roof.
That's where I leave all my data pads. Oh, wait, that's literally where it was.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, there was one up there, and it was even a data pad. Not all the intel is data pads, but.
Yeah, I've mostly found them on just like computer terminals. I don't think I found any pads yet.
You got this. Just boost up
you
there.
Got a clamber.
There it is.
Oh, Brad, you got a clamber.
If you're gonna hang out, analyze some data, you might want to do it up on the roof.
Meridian didn't get it too bad. They hit the human settlement hard, sure, and the plasma bombardment boiled some of the oceans off, but there was enough atmosphere to hold some steam in. Coveys did a rush job.
So we're still without video producers, and this audio is not sounding right when I turn to the left channel. Is it sounding okay to you guys? It sounds very muffled and quiet here.
I mean, when you're looking right at it.
And it sounds okay all the way around except for when it's on our left, so I'm wondering if this is still set to, you know what?
I think it's fine.
You think it's fine?
I think it's fine.
It seems all right to me.
I think that might have actually been a different voice sample, is what that seemed like to me.
All right, man, I'm freaking out. All right,
we're good.
I think it is possible that the same voice actor was voicing a different line from a person wandering around here at the same time. I could be wrong.
I think you might be wrong. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, so our objective here in this awesome mission, which it counts as a mission. I think you get an achievement for walking up and talking to these people, but I just need to like do these two things. And then it sends you back into battle. Like it's a weird half step. Like I get the idea of like, hey, what if we had some out of combat stuff? You could walk around and learn about the world, but like the few instances over the course of the campaign where you do this are not
swooping down
fully realized. See,
yeah,
what I mean?
You're right.
This left channel's not.
Are plenty strong.
All right, I'm gonna make sure. All right, this. Damn it. Display and sound. I need audio, stereo and compressed. Okay, we're getting stereo. Oh boy.
If that's such stereo, I don't know what else could be the problem.
All right then.
Let's just soldier on. Snap something, that'll help.
Yeah. Snap Hulu.
Okay, go here, go to this. How do I get
Maybe you should go pre-order Halo 5 while you're at it.
I'll get right on that.
Liang Dortmund said their milestones weren't being hit.
All right, I'm going to very quickly look at the audio levels on this. Those guys are back next week.
I think this is pretty much what folks expected with them gone, but we've managed to put on shows.
It's been interesting.
We've made it work.
For sure. All right, these are both set to the same level. You know, I literally can't. Okay, I've checked the things I know how to check. Maybe the recording sounds fine, and it's just our headphone mix that sounds crazy.
Yep.
That's hope. The other thing is those two things are also totally different.
This mission was seriously like 3 minutes long for me. Because as someone, I didn't want to stand around and listen to the actual dialogue since I don't care about the lore, so I just talked to one person, talked to another, and it faded out and gave me an achievement.
Yeah, well, you missed all these sweet data pads. There's actually a lot of intel in this game.
Yeah, there's like 7 or 8 pieces per mission.
And I have not found any that I've been especially enthralled by, but it's fine.
At any point in the series were you really into the lore?
To their credit, remember in Halo 4, like a bunch of like important story information was buried in the terminals?
That's way worse.
So at least they got away from that.
But when it comes to Halo lore, like this game is finally starting to get into the characters that I feel that matter.
Okay, who would those be?
Master Chief and Cortana.
Okay.
Like the relationship between those two, their very nature, like, you know, the nature of Master Chief as this child super soldier and like all that stuff, like the personal story of those characters. Because the Covenant War's over, right? There's nothing left.
Yeah.
And so I actually thought that Halo 4 could have gone further in that direction, but then like halfway through Halo 4, all of a sudden you're like, oh, you're back with the humans again.
Okay. Well, what ended the Covenant War? Because there's still Covenants.
There's Covenant on Covenant and all that other stuff. So it's
Covenant on a planet.
The Covenant is a loose.
The Covenant is a religious faction.
Yeah, it's a religious faction of races, and they're like the Storm Covenant are still fighting the Arbiter's side of the Covenant or whatever.
The Arbiter's that guy from 2 that you played. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Arbiter's trying to restore his race. Like what? I don't even know what his race is called. They're elites.
The Sangheli, right?
Well, that's the. Is that the actual name?
I think the elites are the Sangheli.
Okay, Sanghelios is their planet, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, he's like trying to restore them to their former noble alien glory before they joined the Covenant.
So you mentioned this going into like Master Chief and Cortana and focusing on them, but like haven't they been like the 2 main characters from?
Yeah, but there's no exploration
they've been main characters in terms of there's zero insight into them as characters. Like, it's all just. We need to go give the Covenant back their bomb. You need to blow this stuff up. John, we need to go kill these guys.
Stick the landing.
Yeah.
Was it the books that kind of, like the Fall of Reach? That
fucking, I have no idea.
Okay.
No. I don't care about the books.
I don't remember Cortana even being in Fall of Reach.
Huh. Yeah, Cortana wouldn't have existed at that point, right? I mean, that's the game Reach is you getting Cortana off that planet.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the book.
Yeah,
So you've always liked the idea of Chief and Cortana as characters. You just feel like they haven't really been fleshed out enough.
I think it's the one thing that I think that would be an interesting story to tell with where they're at.
Okay.
You know,
what I've seen of it in this game, it's kind of a non-event.
I mean, you know,
I've got 3 missions left, so hopefully they'll all kind of come together. But...
Hey guys, let me tell you about Halo 6.
Yeah.
Boarding the Pelican.
You'll be able to finish the fight.
Okay, finally. I've waited so long.
Again. Again.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that little interlude just leads into another mission.
Right. And this is technically a separate numbered mission from the one you just did.
Yeah, I think you, like the first time through, you get an achievement for walking up to those terminals and hitting buttons.
Yeah.
And then now we're back out here fighting again.
Yep. As Osiris, which you spend most of this game with.
My team's there.
Like I went and looked at the missions this morning.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I don't know if you probably don't want to show like the late game mission titles and stuff, but you can look at the list because each mission shows which
side you're playing
and
as.
like
I'm going to go into a Master Chief mission here.
The bulk of the missions are Locke and company. Like Master Chief kind of off doing something else.
There'll be some mission names here if you care about that sort of thing.
That next one is
here.
That's a Master Chief one.
So Fireteam Osiris is Locke and Nathan Fillion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get into this one. I don't remember what any of these missions are. So
I know
again,
what this is.
If it's
this one's.
Just say this.
I don't think you can safely show that one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, okay. That one. Yeah.
And then anything after that is going to be the very end of the game, because it's all Osiris. Like I'm not making that up. Like you are seriously playing as Master Chief for like 4 missions of this game. Maybe.
Yeah, and it's interesting because that's the part of the story that matters.
Right,
like the whole thing is, well, we showed that mission. So anyway, campaign is campaign. It's cool. There's it's fun.
You could play the first like 10 minutes of that mission safely.
Nah, whatever.
Unless you
we'll
just
move on.
want
We have other videos with tons of campaign in it. Like
yeah.
you know what that is.
Yep.
Okay, Arena. That's where the multiplayer lives. They've got their launch day playlists up and running. This is we're playing the day before it's out, but it seems like there are now a bunch of copies out there, and they're being a little less restrictive about who they let play it on Xbox Live.
Yes.
I think they were kind of locking that down a little bit. Someone is making a pizza. Like
smell it.
Smells very good.
Or something in that.
I
in
almost
that
said
kitchen over
to
there.
you, we should eat lunch before we record this, but I didn't. And I should have.
So I'm going to spend a boost card here. These are the cards that I have received out of my packs of cards.
Is there a max to how many of those you can carry at any point?
I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, so if we win, we'll get an XP bonus.
And that's you lose it if you don't get that, right?
I believe so.
That card's gone.
That card's gone. Yeah. So matchmaking may take a little bit longer today than there. Oh,
that's right. They've got dedicated servers for this thing.
Yep. Even co-op will start a dedicated server.
Well, I guess that's the infinite power of the cloud.
Sure. Yeah. Cloud technology.
Spin up a virtual server anytime you need one.
Yeah. SWAT is probably the mode I will stick with. It's the one with no shields and just murder.
You die very quickly in this mode.
You do. And then there's SWAT Nums, which is this, but with Magnum pistols instead of the battle rifles.
That's a whole separate playlist?
It comes up randomly in this one.
Oh, cool. Okay. I've only done. Is it SMGs usually or battle rifles?
It's battle rifles.
Yeah. I like the DMR a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good gun. It's like a scout rifle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now you're talking in Destiny terms.
Shit.
Now that you're comparing everything you play to Destiny.
That's me on the far left. I did some customization of my player.
Oh, man.
It feels really good if you just nail someone with a headshot.
That is a super fast respawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing is in SWAT there's a much faster respawn timer than.
Get that guy. Get that guy.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's gone.
Lost one near the hotel.
I like the contextual chatter stuff. I think it's cool.
It's a neat idea. I think it works well enough. It just requires you to learn the levels. You see in the lower left, they tell you what the areas are called.
Yeah.
To kind of build that common lingo between players.
I kind of enjoy it in the campaign, in a few cases. Like sometimes,
Shit.
Sometimes people will be like,
shit,
God, man. Squad mates will be like, put some damage on that elite, and then you know that their shields are down or almost down. Kind of run in and seal the deal.
Nice. Oh, God.
Man.
Some pretty good ragdoll effects on the deaths.
I like the way that just like everything, and then Halo's been really good about this all along. Just the way that everything you're carrying just fucking tumbles out of you.
Yeah, just grenades and
guns. So it's like,
you
see just grenades rolling downhill. You know someone just died up there.
343 has been really good about preserving the kind of look and feel of these games.
Yeah.
Like being very consistent to what Bungie did back in the day.
Nice.
Yes, I think that there are some people that are way into Halo who would totally disagree with you.
Well, I'm probably talking about different things than they would be.
Yeah.
I'm talking about things like what you said, or like the way that you fall out of the world when you die in like a flying sequence in the campaign and stuff.
Right.
Or even, you know, like the extreme letterboxing that goes on when you move into a new area. Just like little presentation touches and stuff.
Reversal.
I like the smart link stuff.
Aiming down the sights is a good thing in shooters.
Yes.
You don't need to rename. They didn't need to rename it Smart Link, but yes.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen Smart Link referred to in the loading screens, and I was like, what?
It's just this, and I can, if I do it in the air, I hover.
Yeah.
And if I hit melee in the air while hovering, I can do a ground pound.
Yeah.
Got my shoulder charge.
Yeah, shoulder charge is good.
Not so much in SWAT.
Yeah.
Because
I set my controls to the Call of Duty thing, but now I keep fucking up because I'm so used to playing Destiny now, so all my grenades are, I'm used to it being a bumper.
Man.
Solve that problem by playing Destiny with Call of Duty controls.
Can you?
Yes.
You can?
I have been for a year.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
Well, but it almost uses Call of Duty controls already, except for the melee and...
R1 melee, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the melee and grenade are the only things that are different.
Uh-huh. You can fix that.
I get confused sometimes with like mixing up the thruster and the melee, because like I'll be sprinting and I'll need to sprint through a wall or something. It's like, all right, do I press thruster or do I press melee? And I think it's melee.
In this, yes.
To do a shoulder charge?
Yeah.
Shoulder charge is melee.
Or like, you know, I'll jump in the air and want to do the ground pound and be like, I can't remember if that's
Also melee.
Yeah.
Nope.
I killed him. Whatever. Everybody dies. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never been outstanding at Halo. It's never been something I've wanted to put a lot of time into. But man, today, you can tell the difference between playing today and playing yesterday, because these players are far more savage than anyone you encountered while it was just like, here, we're going to send it out to people that are streamers and the press.
Yes, the reviewers and streamers that are playing over the weekend.
And now it's like people that were like, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get Halo a day early. And there's some dedicated people.
Yeah, Jeff, you didn't meet much resistance in that capture the flag match last night.
Yeah, we played some CTF, and I just like literally like ran in a circle, capturing the flag twice. And that's the CTF. So I don't normally like CTF. I got a rec pack here. We'll open it and look at some cards. But the one thing that is nice here is they play CTF on some of the smaller maps here. So it's like this 4-on-4 really tight map. Like you literally spawn able to see every member of the other team across the map. And it's kind of crazy, but fun, you know, playing on a small map like that. So these are the packs. Bronze pack has a bunch of junk in it. The silver pack has some permanent unlock stuff. Gold pack has more of that stuff. You cannot buy this with real money. You can pay $1.99 for that, $2.99 for that. But you also earn rec points, so you don't have to buy any of this stuff.
Have you typically just saved up for golds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also when you level up or when you kind of complete their kind of in-game achievement system, you'll get some packs as well. These have not usually resulted in anything worth a shit. So it's a bunch of mongooses for use in Warzone mode, and you know, another saw and another random weapon card. I've got multiples of all these things. I can sell them to get some rec points if I don't ever want to use a mongoose in Warzone mode. But
oh, I didn't know you could sell them. That's cool.
You get rec points back for that. So here's an energy sword, and
it's green.
That means
it's good.
It's uncommon. You know, as opposed to these grays, they're just common cards. So you also get, like I said, you get unlocks in there, like armor. I like that armor, or you know, helmets. I like that helmet I got. Visor color. This is the most recent one I got. I'll keep that one. And then you can set a color, but like almost all these games are team games.
Yeah, it never
So
matters.
setting a color is just like the dumbest thing. Like it's pointless. I can also set as part of my Spartan ID. You unlock these emblems, and you can do some color stuff with those. You also unlock stances, which is for use on this screen, I guess. And then different assassinations. I unlocked the meat hook in a card pack. The card pack primarily, you saw I used one for Arena there, but they primarily figure into Warzone. And Warzone is their big game. It's not big team battle, that's not here. They're gonna add that at some point, they say. There's a lot of modes missing. The King of the Hill and Oddball, like some of the stuff that like you think of as like the weird modes that made Halo Halo.
There's no Oddball?
Yeah.
This stuff's not here.
I like Oddball.
Headhunter.
Yeah. So Crazy King, all that shit.
Regular King.
Yeah, regular King. In fact,
that's a shame.
There is a domination mode called Strongholds, which is at least you're capturing a point there, but it's not quite the same.
So are several of those coming, or is it just big team battle?
I don't know.
The only things I know
I can
for
go into
sure.
custom game. You can make changes to the rules in custom game, but it's not huge. And like if you look at the game modes they're providing you here out of the box, like a lot of them are just Slayer with different weapons or different rules. It's like here that's Slayer. SWAT is Slayer with no shields and infinite ammo and blah blah blah. This is Slayer with no teams. This is Slayer but with a sniper rifle and a shotgun.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of crazy. And then you can make your own variants and save them here. You can kind of make, hey, the player holding the flag is invincible, or everyone's got motion trackers all the time, or grenades do more damage and that sort of stuff. To kind of build your variants and stuff like that. But that's just for custom game. There's no matchmaking there. That's just if you got friends together and stuff like that. Community is just Message of the Day and then their separate app, which that's existed for a while. So not much there. Theater, watch stuff.
Play Warzone.
Let's play Warzone.
I want to see Warzone.
Warzone is long, and we're gonna play a whole game of it because you get penalized for quitting. All right, so we got boosts here too. Warzone XP jackpot. Finish and get a randomized XP reward. I can finish.
Sounds good.
And this might take a little while because this is this requires a lot of players to play.
Brad, did you get to play this at E3?
Yes.
Warzone? I liked it. That's the only round
neat.
I played of it. It was the E3 one. I thought it was cool.
It seems pretty varied.
Yeah.
And like it's just kind of hectic. A lot of positional stuff.
There are points.
Territory control.
It's you're controlling points primarily, and if you hold all the points, then the enemy's core is exposed, and you can go shoot their core.
Right.
That's the crux of it.
So you can finish the match quickly if you just dominate.
Yeah.
There's like AI guys.
It's first to 1,000 points,
Yeah.
and you get points for different things. So
So you can't circumvent the point requirement by just blowing up the core.
Well, no, blowing up the core is the instant victory. That's the only other thing.
That's what
Sorry,
I meant.
yes.
Yeah.
Also, yes, AI spawns in, and AI will have point totals associated with it, depending on how difficult they are.
Oh yeah.
Mute that.
I don't think we can mute it until we get in game.
Authentic
fun.
Halo experience.
Oh God.
I've been muting everyone every time.
Me
'cause
too.
It's just been suck ass. But so that is the crux of the mode. AI spawns in as well, and AI will have point totals associated with it. So if your team takes down this AI, you might get 150 points.
So it's
which for a
just
game
points?
that goes to 1,000, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's huge. But so like the AI guys, because I know some of them are like named and legendary and stuff.
Yes, those are the ones that give you points.
But do they never drop like here's a good vehicle that you couldn't get otherwise, or a weapon or anything like that?
No,
it's just points.
No, it's just points. Okay, so we're joining this one in progress actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm spawning in. You see down at the bottom, it looks like our team is level 3, and I currently have 2 energy points. That will come into play a little later. Let's die and look at the wreck stuff. So this is where you spend your cards, or what your cards do. I'm gonna take a battle rifle instead of the Magnum. And I can't use that until I'm level 5. These power weapons, I can't use that because we're not high enough level. I could use a Warthog, but that requires me to have other players on it. I can use a speed boost, that sort of thing.
And taking that battle rifle, is that using one of your cards in your deck?
No, so some of the cards are permanent unlocks. So once you have it seems like maybe those 4 weapons are just there all the time. Like once you have an SMG, you have an SMG. But there are variants to those weapons. So if my team hits level 8, which never happens, I have a variant of the SMG that I can take into battle. And I have not spent much time on this map, so sorry if I'm just like wandering around.
Is that just cosmetic, like when you say a variant?
No, it has like an enhanced melee range and stuff like that. It's, there are differences.
But that is just for one spawn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. So those ones are there forever.
Once like your team gets to like level 8
once you
or
get level
whatever.
8, you can equip those. So once I hit level 5 here, I can use an armor mod. Because that's a box around it, that just means it doesn't go away. You see it says unlimited use under armor mods and loadouts.
Okay.
It's power weapons and vehicles and power-ups that require cards.
That was a good capture sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good capture sound. All right, they're trying to take this spot from us. We're going to try to... Okay, you see there are 3 attackers in here.
Grenade out!
All right, we've got the armory held down again. Wait.
Ooh.
I was a distraction. That's useful. Okay, so you see I have 3 energy points. So armor mod, you see that just means we have to be level 5. But these other ones, that will take 3 energy points to spawn with it once. And you see I have 1 shotgun card.
And it's also getting...
I
So you're
have
losing
49
the points.
Needler cards.
Jeez. So you're losing the points and a card when you spawn with that.
Yes,
Okay.
and those points generate on their own.
Is that just at a consistent rate, or is that based on what your team's doing?
It's a consistent rate based on whatever your level is, or whatever your team's level is.
Okay.
So I can't get more than 3 energy points until our team reaches level 4. So that basically means that, you know, you can't start the show with a showstopper.
Right.
You can't call in crazy shit right at the very beginning.
I like those enemies where you have to kind of break their armbands and then kill them.
The knights.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
They're kind of cool. All right, so the other team has 2 of the 3 locations. We just have the armory, and they were taking out these guys, this knight over here. So that you see it says 25 next to him. That means we'll get 25 points for that kill.
Enemy grenade!
Level 4 Rex available.
Okay, so our team's level 4. I think that means I can use the SMG now.
I just noticed that there's no visor in the multiplayer.
Oh, yeah. It's like a weird outline of it.
All right, there are 6 defenders in here. Some of them may be AI, so you'll see, instead of players, you'll see those guys. Those are just Marines. They're still deadly, though. They can still kill you.
They still have the full Spartan armor and all that
No, those
stuff?
are just Marines.
Oh,
so they go
okay.
down really quickly.
Gotcha.
But okay, so I'm going to take an SMG. So you see I have projection SMG, but that's 8, so not going to happen. So let's take that SMG in. I've got a skin for the SMG and the battle rifle, which is fun.
Incoming Covenant at the cargo dock.
So they let you know when stuff's spawning in. You get a 30-second countdown, and that's another opportunity to go earn points. Those are huge because the legendary variants of these AI enemies are 150 points, which, you know, near the end of the game, if you've been keeping it at all close, like, that's huge.
Incoming Covenant.
So are the amount of rec points you get at the end of a match, is that dependent on your solo performance? Or
I don't actually know. Okay. Like, I would assume that would be a factor.
Yeah, because I've never seen, like, it's not like you
Jesus.
kill a guy and it's like, hey, you just got 25 rec points for that headshot.
It never tells you. I have 22 ghosts.
Rec confirmed.
Now you have 21. Is that ever? I mean, I know that the answer to this question is yes, because you made some salient points in your review about this. But like, I was going to ask, is it ever a consideration? Like, should I use this card? Because
we're getting the shit beat out of us.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
totally.
like, well, I would just be
Absolutely.
flushing this card down the toilet because we're not going to win anyway. Like that's kind of unfortunate because this seems like by far the marquee mode.
I was trying to get away.
Like this seems like this is the thing. This is the
new thing they did.
This is the tentpole for the multiplayer in Halo 5, and to have like real money considerations around like the gear and abilities and
I think it's a little messed up.
Like
I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think even without the paid stuff, I think the limited use cards is a bad, you know.
That's what it is. It's not even having the real money tied into it.
Yeah, having that extra layer drawn on top of it of like, well, are we going to win? Because I don't want to use this unless we're going to win.
Right. Yeah.
You know, is this going to make a difference? Like, that's not a fun consideration.
Or the flip side of that is like, oh, you might be playing super well, you might dominate an entire match, and then the other team just whips out all their best cards at the end.
Yeah, or they might be reluctant to whip out their best cards because they're getting, you know, beat down. You know,
I'm talking about like the other team can kind of supersede the skill that you've employed to win a match.
Well,
by
like
just...
the weapons are, the spawning with that stuff does not make you invincible.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't make that big a difference.
In fact, I had one Scorpion card, the tank, and I decided, like, well, there was an enemy AI guy up in the air worth 150 points, and we needed it bad. And I'm like, well, fuck it, let's see how it goes. I'll call in my tank and go try to kill this guy. While I was trying to kill that guy, an enemy player just came up behind me and fucking stole my tank. Or he blew it up. He blew it up.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that fucking sucked. Because that was the only one of those cards I had.
Right.
The most fun I've had in this mode is the one time I called in a Banshee.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. And flew around over one of the enemy bases, the only one they had, because they were just spawning and running out of there, and just bombarding them over and over again.
Keep them confined to the base.
Yeah, keeping them confined to their base. It was a huge tactical thing. Like, I felt like I was doing something cool, but that was my one Banshee card, and I've never been able to do it again. So that was fun once. And I'm sure I'll get another Banshee card someday.
Enemy is halfway to victory.
We'll always have that Banshee.
Yeah.
Do you get any kind of thrill out of opening a rec pack and seeing what you get?
Sure, yeah, a little bit, but only the gold and silver ones, because the stuff in the other one is just like, here's 9 more needlers for you, dude. That's why I have 23 ghosts.
Should sell some ghosts.
You only get like 50 points for them. It's not, you don't even get that much. All right, so what do we got going on here? Let's go try and take Fortress. That'll go well.
Is there any kind of tactical overview of what's going on here? Like no map you can pull out to or anything? Kind of nice to get a better sense of like how things are laid out.
Yeah.
And where you should be at any given time.
No, there are a lot of like weaving pathways through the map, and oh jeez.
Shields down.
Seems like a really coordinated group of people who know each other could just kind of dominate in this mode.
Yeah.
Just the timing of the cards and stuff like that.
Well, no, I mean timing of like.
Let's use an uncommon random weapon.
Like timing of like assaults and pushes on different objectives and stuff.
Right.
All right. So give me this. This is like a plasma caster.
Is that like a weird grenade launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got that once and didn't quite know what to do with it.
There
is a ton of weapons.
Shoot
in
it
the
at guys.
campaign.
Yeah, but I feel like very few new weapons in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, most of them were in Halo 4.
Almost everything is from Halo 4.
Was that is it the Hydra launcher that has like it shoots like 6 rockets and you can almost like machine gun fire rockets?
That might be new.
That might be new. I'm not sure.
Okay, I like that thing. A lot of those Promethean weapons are really cool.
So you see, I used a card to get a weapon and then did jack shit with it.
Yep.
So, it's not always going to be a huge game changer. So it's like, in one weird way, like some of the cards don't feel vital or necessary. Yeah. I just wish that there were different ways to earn those things in game.
Right. Than just having to be random drops.
Yeah. Then like, well, I don't want to play Warzone until I, have more cards. And I'm not gonna have more cards until I do this, and then, like that's
until you play some Warzone,
yeah,
or spend some money.
Right.
Those are your options.
I think you still get points in Arena.
Okay. I sort of wish some of that stuff hooked into campaign a little bit.
Yeah, I was surprised. So I played a lot of the campaign before the online stuff had been added to the game, and. I went back and played a lot of it afterwards just to kind of see if it was any different. Like, yeah, I figured that like the commendations, which are kind of their kind of achievement system and stuff, I figured a lot of that stuff would also work in the campaign, but no.
Yeah, the commendations not working in campaign specifically is really disappointing to me. I kind of wish you got some rec points too, but that's not here nor there.
All right, they are trying to take our last spot here.
That guy blow himself up?
No, I got him.
Enemy going loud.
Weapons free.
Yes. That's just it, Brad. The weapons are not free.
Shit. Stuff writes itself.
All right, so we hit level 5, so I can enable auto medic now. So now every time I spawn, like I'll just basically have a slightly better shield recovery time and stuff like that. That seems like a useful card, and I can use it whenever we hit level 5. That does not expire. It's not a one-time use card.
Oh, cool.
But is that limited to this match though? Or is that permanent?
Think of it like Dota. Like I leveled up to a certain point, and now I can use a thing.
But that card persists.
That card does persist. Yeah, because I've unlocked it. Because it opened up in a pack, and now I have that one forever.
Okay, that kind of thing is fine.
But you have to activate it every time?
Yeah, when we hit level 5, because you'll have multiple armor mods eventually.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing here? All right, let's go fight these hunters. Let's go die to these hunters.
I really want to spend some time with this mode at home, but maybe the solution is just don't get attached to the cards that you have. You know, just play the mode and have fun, and like use the cards you have, and don't worry about the ones you don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know, you get packs of the common cards and stuff for achievements and a lot of the in-game achievement stuff, and a lot of stuff like that over the course of the game. So I don't envision a scenario where you would completely run out of cards. But yeah, I don't think it. I like sitting here going like, well, look at the point total. It's pretty tight, so maybe I should use some of my better cards because we might win. You know, like that's not the type of strategy I'm coming to a mode like this to you know explore.
Especially, I mean, primarily when you're playing pub games. Like if you were on a team of people and you knew their capabilities and you're like, all right, well,
I know we can go back from this.
If I use this, and this, then we're gonna have a good shot because I know these guys can pull it together.
Right.
But just playing with randos like this, I'm with you. I would be hesitant as well to sink those resources.
Was this the mode where they were trying to do the whole like esports presentation on that Gamescom press conference?
You know.
No, that
was Halo, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was,
Halo,
but that was like one of the arena matches, right?
Okay.
All right, are they taking this or are we taking it? What?
Sir.
No, we have. Okay, all right.
Pretty close match.
Yeah, most of the ones I've been in have been relatively close.
Enemy snipe. Level 6 Rex available.
Drop everything. I had all that in my hands. 2 grenades, 2 guns, just running. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Wanna try a random vehicle?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do an uncommon one, because I only have 2 of these.
Okay.
Oh, who cares?
Ah, there we go.
What's it gonna be? No!
Is that a rare warthog?
Really?
That went well.
Man. I was hoping you'd get like a Phaeton or something.
Yeah, me too.
Those things seem
I guess
good.
we'll drive around and see if we can find somebody to get in the back of this thing.
Seriously, like what are you gonna do in a Warthog by yourself?
How is that
it's
super?
got
the
different
turret
weapon on it. Yeah.
Can you just grab the turret and detach it?
No.
Eternal is at the outpost. He's a
God,
high
that
priority
sucks.
target.
Can you just go around honking and
Drive
tell
up,
somebody to get
drive
in?
up somebody and
great.
honk your horn. But also, it's so hard to shoot from a player-driven Warthog because you can't predict how they're going to be steering. You know. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Make it worth it.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, get him.
Oh, you figured your game out.
But that's, you know, the Warthog in this mode can be really cool because you have those points, you know, those moments where it's like you got 3 dudes on that Warthog, you're driving to find the fucking AI guy and crush him, and you're just like, you're just rolling across this map, just smoking stuff. And when all of it lines up, it's cool. And conceptually, I think it's really neat. But yeah, it's so involved, and some of these matches get so long that I just don't know that
we're at 19 minutes here, and you still got, you know, still got a fifth of the way to go on the points.
I don't feel like anyone's made any pushes towards the core, have they?
Well, you can't until one team has to control all of the locations for the core to open up.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen that even happen yet.
Yeah, that doesn't happen all that often.
It happened at E3.
Yeah,
we'd fucking steamrolled the other team.
I have definitely lost matches that way as well. It certainly does happen.
Yeah.
But there's There's someone in here trying to capture this. Where is he? There's two people in here trying to capture this.
Is it just be in the base?
Yeah.
To capture? Oh my god.
Gained the lead.
What was that?
What gun was that?
I'm not even sure what happened there.
Oh yeah, those energy points tick up pretty fast, huh?
Yeah. Of course they want you to use the cards.
You guys came back here. Must have got like a big 150 point guy or something. You guys were behind for a while.
Yeah, there was the there's one dude named Tank Master Rock, and that's my favorite.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, there was one guy that was out that was for 150 that we must have got.
Is that just like a last hit situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you end up in situations where like you do most of the damage, and then the enemy team comes in and just nails like one shot at the end, and you're like,
That's savage.
God.
That is tactically savage.
Yes. Have you gotten many kills with the Spartan charge?
In Arena, yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much in Warzone. Warzone just has these, you know.
Enemy captured the East Armory.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Well,
Enemy controls all bases.
That's bad.
Our core is vulnerable.
So are you?
the core goes down pretty quickly, so it's a matter of like, okay, are you gonna make your stand at the core, or are you gonna try to go take back a point to seal them out?
That's what I would do.
So you're not getting, you're not accruing any points right now since you don't have any of those stations, right? So like kills aren't giving you points, right? Your team.
I'm not
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow.
Well, you just got. See, it's ticking up.
Yeah, yeah. So
you
you
are
still
getting
get
points.
points for kills and stuff.
Okay.
Wreck confirmed.
Oh man, this is gonna be a tense ending. The Scorpion?
Shit. I don't have too many other ways
Scorpion
around
was
here.
friendly, wasn't it?
It might have been, yeah. Oh, no.
I really like that all the vehicles stay on the map when the person who spawned them dies or loses them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can get jacked, you know?
Yeah.
Which,
You can also do the jacking.
yep.
God. Yes. Oh my God, this is gonna be close.
I got hung up.
Do kills add points onto your team total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, this is. Oof. I think they got the edge on you though. If you guys don't get a base back.
Last time I played, it came down to like the other team
Lost the lead.
was behind, and they just went and killed one of those 150 point guys and won the match. And it was like,
Jeez.
fuck.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Oh, there we go. Whoa.
Wow, that's a nice save.
Nice. Oh man.
Oh.
Yep, this one's over.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a loss.
All those
Spartans.
cards wasted.
Weapons down.
Man.
You got that Warthog though.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you still get some stuff out of losing, right? I assume.
Absolutely,
Some rec points, whatever.
And you know, you're still like gaining experience points, which every time you level up, you get a pack of seemingly common cards. It's an interesting mode, and I wish that they had kind of kept the card thing out of it, or found a different way to kind of determine when you can gain access to those weapons.
Yeah.
Because that part of it is interesting as well. Kind of like, you know, hey, you're not going to be able to get these weapons until late. So it ends up being, you know, kind of crazier near the end, which helps, you know, kind of set up these situations where you get these big point swings.
That makes me want to find a group of people to play that with.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It makes me just want to stick to Arena, honestly. Like, I think it's a cool mode, but I'm never going to put in enough time to go find a team of people to play it right. So So there's this, you know. Little free for all. I don't like Breakout very much. It's an elimination mode with like a single flag. So it's either bring the flag to the enemy base or eliminate the other team.
What's that ultra rare one?
That's mission victory. I'm not going to use it in a free-for-all game.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I have enough for a silver pack. We'll do that after this.
But you still have the boost for
I don't know.
Warzone
Yeah,
XP
the boost
jackpot?
seems like it stays. Like, I don't think that boost is actually active. It's just, I think that's a bug.
Okay, you're not like losing a card for a mode you're not even playing, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Slayer.
Fucking same map again, damn it. Trying to show stuff off. Oh well.
I like those shots.
It's like the one time when you get to see everyone's armor color. Respawn timer's a little long.
You seem to gravitate towards games with those instant respawns between like Call of Duties and SWAT.
I like to play games.
Yeah, yeah. You killed Dare 420.
That's right, I did.
For the Spartan Church?
I want to try to get an assassination in, actually, but
Spartan Charge.
yes, let's do that instead. Ah, that's that's bad. Bad range on my part.
Nice.
Still handled it.
Have you done much of the ground pound stuff?
Not really. I got a couple of people.
It seems kind of rare to be in a situation that calls for it, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you've got the drop on someone like that, you're prone to just shoot someone.
Yeah. But the ground pound does a lot more damage faster than,
Yeah.
you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. I also wish, and I know this is something that, like, every time I say this, some guy who really likes Halo goes, "No, man, you don't get it." But I wish that when you got shot, you didn't get knocked out of aiming down sights.
Damn it! I was saving that for the podcast. that was to be my unique contribution to the Halo 5 discussion. Yeah, I'm sure that purists are like, yeah, yes, it has to be that way.
I mean, purists have a lot of problems with 343 as a company, so
yeah.
you know.
Well, you know, I mean, it's always been that way, though, right? Like, isn't that a Haloism?
It is, but like aim down sights is has such a different.
I guess it's got there's a more loaded kind of expectation for aim down sights than there is for what the series used to have, right?
Yeah,
which was just kind of a zoom in.
Yeah, I mean, you could zoom in with the sniper stuff. And, oh, wait, what's up?
I thought most weapons in the past let you zoom to some degree.
No, well, you could zoom but not shoot from some things that didn't have scopes.
Like the assault rifle would
Okay,
be.
you know what? Fuck it. I feel totally secure in wishing that the same thing that you do. That especially like I started the campaign on Legendary and found aim down sights to be utterly useless.
It is, absolutely, yeah.
Because
you were constantly getting shot.
Because you're getting shot all the time. Anytime you're popping your head out of cover, you're getting shot on Legendary.
I don't know what you're talking about because you can't aim down sights in this game. Smart link.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Well, you should be able to smart link and get shot.
Yes.
Right, okay, all right. Now
agree.
I see what you're saying. Oh, this is that Hydro launcher thing.
Does it not lock on in multiplayer? I guess not.
I think if you aim, it does.
Yeah. If you smart link.
If I aim with my smart link.
Yeah.
You know, sticking people with grenades is still fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Was that third grenade type? Was that in 4? The Promethean one that just kind of sparkles out?
Yeah, like pretty much all the weapons in this are Or from 4.
I haven't used that grenade much. Is it basically a proximity mine, or is it a timed thing that they blow up?
It'll blow up, and then if there's nothing nearby when it blows up, it'll create those kind of proximity charges.
And they just float around and wait for someone to walk through it, right? Okay.
I think the sound effects in this game are really nice.
Yeah. And just the whole look of it. Everything looks great.
Yeah, you know, the frame rate really goes a long way, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's like, I feel like every single mode, there are things about it where I go like, man, you know, I wish it was a little more like this, or I wish they'd gone this way with it, or something like that. But at the same time, like, it is a lot of fun. I enjoyed the campaign, like, even you know, having some problems with the story, it's still enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to have this as a multiplayer offering this fall. You know, but it's not just Call of Duty. Like,
Sure.
Like here's something that's a little different, even though they have converged to some degree. You know, like they're kind of chasing some of the same things now with this that there are over there.
Sure.
But this still feels like it has enough of its own identity. Especially with the Warzone stuff. I mean, I don't know what Black Ops 3 has going on, but that is definitely way more like involved and objective oriented.
Sure. Yeah.
Than your typical shooter.
Oh, hi.
Sniper in 10.
I was pushing the melee to punch you with my gun. Oh well.
Sniper rifles ready.
Hang on.
Man. No scoped?
He might have scoped. Smart. He might have smart linked. No smart linked.
Right. XX Smart Link 420 XX.
I'm not high enough to boost up there.
Jeez.
That's where that guy went. It's like, that guy with the sniper rifle, maybe he's over there. He wasn't.
5 minutes remain.
He was behind me.
He shot you.
He shot me. Killed a guy.
Is there a melee only playlist?
No, that would be, I mean, I wonder.
Maybe there should be.
You might be able to build a, like, weapons do no damage, melee does 1,000% damage sort of thing. I kind of want to try to get an assassination in, but it's not.
Charge.
I've got to get behind him. Oh, I'm gonna.
Leader nearing victory.
What is that guy doing?
Dying.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
God, that gun's great.
Yep.
Oh.
Just a. The melee kills have always been so satisfying.
Yeah, for sure.
As soon as I pick up an overshield, the game ends.
What up? I'm Master Chief.
That guy. Reminding you, stay in school. Anyway, that's Halo.
All right, go open that card pack.
Right, yes.
I'm excited to go home and finish out the campaign, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like you and other people have colored my expectations there.
Oh, you know, it's worth seeing.
Oh yeah,
you know,
absolutely. I want to see it, but
it's an enjoyable game.
Yeah. Wow, you earned a decent amount of rec points since we've been sitting here, like almost 3,000.
Mm-hmm. Certification.
Yeah. So certification means that. So what does it say here? Your Spartan is authorized to receive more of the associated recs in future packs. So I don't know if that means that when a rocket launcher card comes up, I get 3 of them instead of 1, or
does it mean the cards will drop more often?
Because I've gotten a bunch of those.
But the certification is permanent, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As a permanent unlock.
And it's not an option that you turn on and off, right? Like that's just a thing.
But I just wonder if it's like replacing other cards.
Right. Or if you're getting more cards per deck overall.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of unclear. Here's what I'm interested in: armor unlocks and that sort of stuff. I don't know that I'll use this one, but you know.
It's purely cosmetic?
Yeah, there's like 175 pieces for each slot.
Okay.
More if you're getting them in weird ways. They put out some screenshots that showed 183, but some of those I'm sure are like, hey, we made the game, so we're giving ourselves specific armor and all that other stuff. Yeah, so yeah, you can go in and look at your collection to see what you have collected over the course of playing, cards you've never seen, how many of these you have, that sort of stuff, and you know, dig around through all this. So you know, multiple swords,
Prophet's Bane.
Yeah, you kind of named guns and that sort of stuff. It was kind of a neat idea. And yeah, that's Halo 5. You know, they said that the maps are going to be free.
Yeah.
When they put them out, which is cool.
We definitely need to mention that. That seems like I was going to say a fair trade, at least a more fair trade for the rec pack stuff.
Especially, you know, like I just don't think I'm going to play much Warzone. So great, awesome. Like, you know, do whatever you want. Charge to play it if you want. Charge only for cards. I'm over here doing other stuff. Okay, that may be a bit extreme. But you know what I mean.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks you guys.
Thanks.
That's Halo 5. It's finally out, and then we're done covering it. It's a cool game.
Yes. Seems like a well-rounded package.
Yeah.